Very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Very short kick taken right at the 20. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Taken down at the 30.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Down and 9.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Williams. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 55, Mike. All day, every day, any day. Easy. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Yellow.
Now Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Wilson
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And 4.
Watch the
quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run it with Williams. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
For Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
What we got?
They go play fake. Mahomes steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time out of Chubb. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Jason Myers.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mahomes now on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
48-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll roll him out right. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
First down, Mayfield. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second down and 3.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, You've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Chiefs 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check. Check. I-55.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Being chased out left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
On the deep ball. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Tight right. We got 4. We got 4.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
35, Chiefs 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there this time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Forced out to his left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pettis now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
36-yard line.
Chubb. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Rip left. Check 52.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Check 26, check 26. Jam.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check pistol. Rush in.
Chubb on the counter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Throwing, Mayfield, and that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First, a good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So the hold on special teams backs them up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go with Chubb on second down. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts
1 yard gain
as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game.
at the 30-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, QB, come on. Alert 3, alert 3.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Derek Nottie.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 24-yard line. Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,